Oh my God, never have I been so fucking happy, upset, sad, scared, all at the same time from one fucking game. But what the fuck? This is what happens, Jonathan Harbaugh. This is what happens when you use Derrick Henry. I don't know what the fuck possessed you not to do it for so unbelievably long. Like, where was this all year? Where was this all year? Where was this all year? You know, okay. There's so much to go over in this video. I'm just going to kind of start from what's been going on this whole week because basically after Lamar's injury, there's a whole situation, a whole narrative going on where if it's Lamar or Harbaugh. And I'm telling you right now, fair and like straight up, if we get rid of Lamar to keep Harbaugh, I think I might have to pick a new team. I'm so serious because genuinely, what the fuck? Why would we get rid of a generational talent to keep actual John Harbaugh, who has been washed for 10 fucking years and hasn't won dick since fucking 2011, 15 years ago almost. So, I don't know. That's whack. But, okay. I have said, and I said this last week, like literally last video, this is the first time in Ravens history with Lamar that when having Lamar go down with an injury, the game or season's over. It's just not the case anymore. It's just got proven to us. It literally just got proven to us. It is not the case. It just isn't. Lamar was out for this game. We use Derrick Henry. He gets over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. What? And fucking Huntley, who, by the way, big number 5, wearing my Joe Flacco jersey in commemoration of Snoop Big Tyler Huntley, motherfucker throws a touchdown. Like, he was fine in the passing game. Didn't throw a single interception, threw a touchdown, which, by the way, Zay Flowers takes 3 steps holding the football, crosses the plane, it gets kicked out, but still is ruled a touchdown. So in the game against the Steelers, where, what's his face? Fucking Isaiah Likely catches the ball, puts 3 steps down while holding the football, and he gets knocked out, but it's 3 steps in the actual end zone, and that's not called a touchdown. I don't know what the refs are talking about with that. I'm still upset about that. And now, going into the upset side of things, this is going to be all over the place, and I'm amped the fuck up after watching that game, because that was some good-ass football. But where was this all year? Where was this the past 17 weeks? Why did it take till week 17 to figure out, oh yeah, we have Derrick fucking Henry. We can use Derrick Henry, and he can give us 4 touchdowns in a game. And like I said, Huntley was fine. He was fine. And what's pissing me off, especially about the fact that Huntley was fine, Huntley was more than serviceable, honestly. He was good, is that imagine using Henry in this way when Lamar is healthy. We used Huntley in ways that were a play action. We used Huntley in situations where we did read options, sort of designed QB runs. Imagine what it would have been like with healthy Lamar the full season, and had we used Henry the way we were supposed to use him, which was how we saw him this game. We saw that once this season, and that was against the Bills. And we lost. We lost. I mean, I guess technically against the Browns in the second week too. But this is 2 NFC North games, NFC North opponents who, excluding the Lions, have very solid defenses. I know they were missing Micah Parsons, but Huntley in his 2 starts put up 71 points. And I don't know who is willing to hear what I'm about to say. Lamar doesn't matter. Not saying we should get rid of him and keep Harbaugh, because any situation where we keep Harbaugh is a bad situation. But Lamar doesn't matter nearly as much as he did. Yes, I would still love to have him. Yes, he's still a very core key component of this team. But, I mean, look, with fucking Tyler Huntley, and he did more than serviceable work. We gave the ball more to Henry, honestly, when Lamar was out of the lineup. So if it ends up taking to the point where Lamar has to get injured for Derrick Henry to get a majority of these carries and played the way he should be played, that's a coaching error, and that's another reason why John Harbaugh should be fired. But looking at it and seeing, I mean, you don't need any more proof than this. That you don't need any more proof that it's very evident that Lamar is not the guy to be the end-all be-all of the Ravens anymore. He's just not. It's not 2019 anymore. It's not 2021 anymore. It's not 2023 anymore. We have Derrick Henry. We have and our defense, ironically, played like pretty bad. Like unironically, like Malik Willis played a phenomenal football game. And unfortunately, he went down with an injury for God, I can't even remember his fucking name right now. Like I think it was Toon came in and immediately threw an interception, which was 100% not his fault. Like the one interception that was made by us in that game was a receiver error and not a QB error, and Malik Willis dotted us up. There's no other way to put it. He was throwing the ball at will, multiple downfield completions, especially to Watson, including the touchdown that he scored on the second throw of the game for Malik Willis. And it was honestly a very terrible display of defense, and Orr needs to be fired, and I've been saying that, and obviously I still firmly believe there's no way the Ravens don't clean house. And while I would love, you see the thumbnail of this video, I'm all about, bro, I want to make the playoffs because that would be a sick-ass story. I am cheering hard for the Browns tomorrow. I just don't know if making the playoffs will convince that the management, that the coaching is completely fine. Now, I want to talk about this with the whole management situation, with the coaching situation, with the Lamar situation. There has been the narrative forever of Lamar racistly being called a lame guy who quits early and he's the problem and he gets all the weapons and he's a diva, blah, blah, blah. And yes, we have made multiple playoff appearances, and yes, Lamar has not played his best in the playoffs, and yes, it's not that he's not completely to blame. But I want to pose a question to the people who think that Lamar is the problem, to the people who think that Lamar is lazy, to the people who think that Lamar gives up. What would this team look like? What would Lamar's performances look like, and what would playoff performances look like? Minus the weird voodoo, what would it all look like with better coaching? Because objectively, the coaching has sucked for a while now. And the talent is what takes them to the playoffs. It's not coaching mastermind. It's not genius work, guys. Even in our good seasons where we would, go 12-5, one of those 5 losses would be to a mid-Steelers team. And I understand it's a divisional rival, but what the fuck? Sometimes we lose to the Browns. The Browns always upset one of them, and it was always us a lot of the time in the earlier seasons. And we sweep the Browns this year, and it's not because of coaching. We're just better. And in games look at the game we played against the Texans a few years back in the playoffs, and we dominated them only to lose the next game. Or the game against the Chiefs in 2023 where Zay Flowers fumbles that football, and that's what everybody talks about, but there was also some missed calls. You have the best offense, and there's no way it's a talent issue every single time. You're calling the wrong plays. At some point, you got to be calling the wrong plays with that kind of talent. And I understand that football is one of the weird situations where it's not like the NBA, it's not like NHL, it's not like MLB. It's one and done. If you have an off game, if your boys don't show up, you're fucked. But at the same time, that defense held the Chiefs to very little points in retrospect, and you have one of the best offenses, and you just got nothing going. And I think that that talent that took you that far, there's no fucking way it's all a talent issue. There's no fucking way. It's not like Lamar threw 5 interceptions. He just didn't. So, I want to pose that question. You keep saying, well, let's see what the team's like. See the team without Lamar. Lamar's this, Lamar's that. What would the team be like without Harbaugh? And people are like, oh, well, he won a Super Bowl with Flacco as a much worse quarterback. Look at the fucking defense, stupid. I saw that narrative. It was like, oh, well, he won with Flacco, so it's clearly not a coaching issue because Flacco's a worse quarterback than Lamar. He had Ed Reed and fucking Ray Lewis on the same defense. What are you talking about? No shit, Joe Flacco's a worse fucking QB. And I'd like to point out, we still needed the fucking miracle win against the Denver Broncos. We still needed that. It's not like we just steamrolled the fucking playoffs. It's not like we just steamrolled the entire league. It's not like we went undefeated. In the fucking Super Bowl, we almost collapsed. under the same fuck that's still collapsing now. And the only reason they shut it down was because you had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed on the same fucking defense. That's the only reason they didn't fully shit their fucking pants. But there's no fucking way that whole situation, the miracle that happened, there's a reason it's called a miracle, and the almost collapse in the 49ers, you can't tell me that's a talent issue because it's fucking not. And that Super Bowl win was 15 years ago. You got lucky, in my opinion, because we've seen time and time again talented Ravens rosters come in under this guy and collapse and fail in the playoffs, collapse and fail and give up leads in the regular season 18 plus times, by the way, because that's the most in like however long, because that's a historical stat, and the Ravens always do historically bad things with just blowing the fuck up in the late quarters. How is that a talent issue for fucking 15 fucking years? It almost happened, you dumb fucks, in the Super Bowl. It almost happened in the playoffs. What are you talking about? It's not that John Harbaugh was a coaching mastermind who turned Flacco into one of the best quarterbacks. I love Flacco to death. He was average. And, like, he's still average. That's why he's still in the league. He's still serviceable. Flacco's not leading another fucking team to the Super Bowl right now. And he doesn't have a defense anywhere near as good as ours. And that's not a coincidence. That defense was the same two guys. Ray Lewis, mainly, was the guy in 2000 who had a win with only defensive points scored. Are you fucking stupid? So when the Ravens turned into an offensively oriented team, even though our identity was still in our defense, which is still it should be a very serviceable side of the football, like, you know, I know Humphrey's having an off year. Roquan's not playing as well. Look at some of the play calls, guys. They're not fucking blind. They're playing their assignments. So when there's a guy way the fuck open downfield, it's not a lapse in judgment and talent. They're playing their fucking assignment. It's a horrible play call by Orr. That's what it is every time. I mean, of course there's going to be exceptions, but guys, come on. It's the coaching's fucking fault. Like, a majority of the time, these collapses are coach's fault. Derrick Henry, the reason we collapsed against the Patriots, Derrick Henry just doesn't come back on the fucking field. You're going to tell me that's a talent issue? What the fuck are you talking about? The guy who scored the 2 fucking touchdowns of the fucking game and the touchdown that just put you up by the points that you're up by now, the 11-point lead, the guy who just gave you that, is sitting with a goddamn trench coat on like he's Dylan Klebold. What are we talking about? It's not a fucking talent issue. I'm so sick of that fucking narrative. It's been Harbaugh for 10 fucking years. Get him the fuck out of here. And I swear to God, if management gets rid of fucking Lamar Jackson, doesn't re-sign him, and brings back John fucking Harbaugh, instead of finding literally any fuck on the side of the street to put behind this team, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking lose it. Because it's been Harbaugh. It's still Harbaugh's fault. He didn't win this fucking game. Derrick Henry ran over their defense. That's the only reason you won this fucking game. What are we talking about? You call a good run play? Your run plays were up the fucking middle. It's Derrick Henry bigger and better than everybody else. That's it. You didn't call any clever runs. You didn't call some crazy trickery. It's not coaching mastermind. You called like 2 play action plays that really worked like that. What the fuck are you talking about? It's Derrick Henry being one of the best running backs in the entire league's history. That's what that is. So it's the talent giving you, like, John Harbaugh deserves no fucking credit for this win. He didn't do anything. He called, hey, go, Derrick Henry, I'm actually going to use you this game. That's his credit. That's okay. I'll give him credit for that. He used the best running back in the league. Congratulations. What the fuck are we talking about? You used him. That's what you did. That's your credit. Because then he just ran the fucking ball and did what he did. I don't know what to tell you. All right? Look. Okay. I want John Harbaugh fired. That's the moral of the story here. Fantastic win. Amazing win. Derrick Henry is the GOAT. Like, he's so fucking good. We cheese grated the cheeseheads. And there's only one more man to rely on for the rest of the Ravens season.
They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining. It's never hot around.